On the Paper Talk today, we'll be talking about potential loanees going out on loan. A couple of youngsters who are getting a lot of interest from across Europe that also could be something happening with Christian Eriksen. He might have a serious injury or an injury that keeps him out for a little while. So will United bring someone in? Let's find out. Jay here of Stretford, Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford and it's a bit nippy, so if you've got a parka, wear it. Quite a few stories to get through. Obviously, transfer deadline day is looming. Tomorrow evening is deadline day. Well, tomorrow is deadline day. Tomorrow evening is the cut-off point. I think it's about 11 PM. So if Manchester United are going to do any business, outgoings or incomings, it needs to be done by then. We'll start with the outgoings, then we'll move on to potential incomings. There's a story here in on Sky Sports, I should say, Sky Sports News. Our mate Dharmesh Seth, who's been on the channel a few times, doing his bit of his news roundup. He says that Man United are awaiting suitable loan offers for Elanga and Palestre. So Anthony Elanga and Facundo Palestre could be on their way. Facundo Palestre could be on their way to various clubs, different clubs being linked with him. The interesting one with Elanga is there was talk that Dortmund could be in for him on a loan move, which that would be a very good loan move for him and probably for Manchester United. A lot of people seem to have given up on Anthony Elanga, saying that, you know, he's not good enough and they just need to sell him, but maybe a loan move could do him a bit of good. He's only 20 years old. I don't think he's been handled the right way in Manchester United. He might not be good enough, but a loan move will give us some indication as to what level he's at. We've seen what Amad Diallo's done at Sunderland. Some people are writing him off, so who knows. Facundo Palestre, another one who's been linked with a loan move. There's nothing concrete as to where that could be. Just says there's several clubs interested, about up to 10 clubs interested in Elanga as well. So just shows you the sort of the levels that he's at, where you dismiss him, but there's still a lot of clubs that look at him, and who knows, there may still be a future at Manchester United after that loan move. One player who won't be going anywhere is Victor Lindelof. It seems that Inter Milan were interested, but Fabrizio Romano has tweeted, he said, he's talking about Inter Milan, and he says, Victor Lindelof option in the list, but Man United want to keep him. Makes sense that United want to keep him. Loaning him out doesn't do anyone any favours. I mean, we don't need to look at him to see whether he's good enough. He's not a youngster. Also, he is in a position where we have needed him this season. He has had games, and also we have had injuries and suspensions in those positions. So I'd be very surprised if it's Lindelof went anywhere. Like I say, it doesn't make any sense, and I can see why United are saying no, he's not for sale or up for a loan move. As always, though, there's another 24 hours to go, or a bit more than 24 hours. We'll keep you posted if anything changes. In terms of one more story actually before we get into incomings. This is in the Daily Mail, and it's just saying that the Glazers are more likely to sell Man United than bringing in investors. It looks like a sale is what's going to happen. There was talk that maybe there was going to be some shenanigans with the Glazer family. They were going to say, actually, we're not going to sell. We just want some more investment. Apparently, according to the Daily Mail, that's not the case. It is going to be a sale. And we know that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is interested. He's sort of announced that he's going to make a bid for his company at Ineos. So we'll wait and see who joins him in terms of buying or attempting to buy Manchester United Football Club. Now, incomings. It seems like we're going to have to wait and see what happens with Christian Eriksen, because Christian Eriksen picked up an injury during Manchester United's 3-1 win over Reading in the FA Cup over the weekend. Don't know how serious that is. According to the Express, United are going to have a look at that before they make a decision to see how sort of serious that is and whether to bring in another midfielder. Now, one midfielder who has been linked with us is Youri Tielemans. Now, we know that he's out of contract, I think, next season. There was talk of Manchester United being in for him over the last couple of years. He's been linked with us. There was talk a couple of seasons ago, or a couple of summers ago, of us making a £50–60 million bid maybe. That didn't materialise. He's not having a happy time of it at the King Power. Out of contract soon. Isn't playing every week as well like he used to. Could he be an option? According to the Express, United are looking at him. He could be someone that Manchester United go for as a sort of stopgap, because of the injury to Christian Eriksen, because we need midfielders. We need a midfielder anyway, even with Christian Eriksen fit. We are a little bit short, in my opinion. Get involved in the comments if you disagree. In midfield, we've still got, obviously, McTominay and Fred as backup. We've still got, obviously, Casemiro and Bruno. But with Eriksen out, do we need someone else? I wouldn't be against Tielemans as a short-term option. I'm not a massive fan, but I get it. When you lose a player, you need to get some cover in. I just want to see him come in as a long-term option, because I don't think he's good enough. That's my opinion. You may disagree. As I said earlier, let us know what you think in the comments. There's also talk in the Express of maybe us going for Isco, who I think he's out of contract. He was at Sevilla, wasn't he? Not having a good time of it. I don't see that one happening. I've never been a big fan. I know he's won trophies and he's was at one point one of the most talked about youngsters in the world and did more than bits at Real Madrid. I don't know. Get involved in the comments. Let us know what you think. Do you want to see us go? Do you want to see Yuri Tielemans? Do you think either of those transfers could or should happen in this window? One transfer that did happen in this window 3 years ago was Bruno Fernandes. 3 years ago today, Bruno Fernandes joined Manchester United from Sporting Lisbon. Arguably our best signing post Sir Alex Ferguson. Some would say that's Casemiro, but come on, he's only been here, what, 5 months, whatever it is. So Bruno Fernandes, probably, you know, certainly one of, if not the best signing post Fergie. 3 years since he arrived. His game's kind of changed, hasn't it now? He was a goal-scoring, attacking midfielder. Now he's a bit more of an 8. But I'm glad we've got Bruno Fernandes. I think he's having a good season, and I think he's been a very good signing for Manchester United. And you can't say that very often about post-Sir Alex Ferguson transfer deals, can you? Hopefully, though, we can say it tomorrow if we bring someone else in. As always, we'll be live. We'll be keeping you posted. Any movements, any deals, any outgoings or incomings, we'll have you covered. So make sure you are subscribing to the channel and following us on socials. I've been Motty, outside, getting warmer, Old Trafford. Thanks for watching.